As the chairwoman of the Orange County Board of Supervisors, Lisa Bartlett. When I was chair of the Orange County Human Relations Commission, I had the privilege of honor of working with this woman, and I knew her to be a woman of character, principle, and somebody who had compassion for others. She understood that sometimes people need a helping hand, and in spite of what some people would consider conventional wisdom in Orange County, she was always there to give that a helping hand. Now, before I go further into the presentation, let me ask all of you to close your eyes and think about this. Would you have the courage to do what this woman did had you been in her position? I really want you to think about that when you go home, because this is truly a remarkable American. Now let me tell you the story. Supervisor Bartlett started her career as a city councilwoman in Dana Point, one of the more affluent parts of Orange County, and she eventually became mayor. She recently completed ran for a second term for supervisor of the 2nd District, and she's so popular that nobody ran against her. When I met city council people in her district, they said, "Yeah, we love Lisa." When she had to throw out the first ball for Little League, she went and practiced. She is so committed to doing the best that she can do. And I've heard that throughout Orange County, that they're so very proud that she represents them. But then, on June the 7th, this woman put it all on the line. Because on that evening, a gentleman who was running for re-election, a fellow Republican, who was running for re-election to the California Assembly, asked the Orange County's Republican Party to endorse his candidacy. And at that moment, Lisa Bartlett said, "No. I'm not going to endorse that man, because when we were on the city council together, he harassed me." And further, since that time, 3 other women had filed claims against that man. And as always too often the case, and he said, she said, nothing was done. But at this moment in time, she said, "No, we cannot continue to endorse people who use their position and power to prey on women." That's an amazing thing in today's day and age. I think she deserves a hand for that, please. And I'm a proud G-Tron, but if I want my grandchildren to come up here and make this presentation with me. Come on, guys. You can tell the one that's not bashful. Julie, she covets your crown. But I want my grandchildren, and I really want all of you to know the future of this country. At a time when tribalism and political affiliation has caused people to lose their sense of dignity and character, this woman has stayed steadfast and stayed true to her values. When I heard when this happened, I said, "Yep, that's Lisa. Lisa's the one person that could do it." And she sacrificed her whole political career for principles, for the fact that she wanted to make a statement to say, "No more. We can do better than this." Now, on the 90th occasion of JCL, when we talk about the heroes, the political heroes, although we're nonpartisan, the political heroes were the JE community. We talk about Inoue, we talk about Matsunaga, Matsui, Mineta. More recently, we talk about George Nakano from Torrance, Elmer Suchi, and today I would like to, and also Maisie Morano, I would like to add another name to that list. Chairwoman of the Orange County Board of Supervisors, Lisa Bartlett. Lisa, would you please come up here?
Inouye and JCLPSW. It's an honor and a privilege to be here today to receive this award for courage. It's not easy as a high-profile elected official when you have a bad experience to really want to talk about it. But I felt it was really important, and we're still trying to get this assembly member out of office because there are a number of other women who have come forward. But when you have a bad experience, sometimes you want to push it behind you and not talk about it. I still have relatives, many of whum were in the internment camps, and they still to this day can't talk about their experience because it's still so real to them, that painful. They lost their houses, their farms, their pets, and they had to come back and rebuild their lives. And they're doing fine today, but those experiences are still very real to them and still hold a lot of pain. So for me, going through that painful experience of getting sexually harassed and having to talk about it, you relive everything all over again. But it was the right thing to do because this person did not get the endorsement of our party, and now other women have come forward because I came out and spoke about it, and it gave them the courage to speak up. And we're working very hard to get this individual out of elected office because he does use his title and his power, and he's preyed on a lot of other women. And it's unfortunate that these things happen, but corrective action has to be taken, and we're all banding together, and we're out there to make a difference. And I think as Japanese Americans, we have so much to give to this world and to certainly our state and our counties. And I proudly represent my county of Orange County. And I remember when I ran, I've been a resident now for Dana Point for over 30 years. And when I ran for the city council, I changed from being a corporate executive to running for council. And so I literally changed from business suits to wearing a sweat outfit in the morning at 7 o'clock, holding up a sign on a street corner that says, "Vote for me." And it was a very different experience. But I really wanted to get out there and make a difference in my community. And I remember running in 2006, and people coming up to me saying, "Gosh, we've never had an Asian on our city council before." I said, "Well, you're going to have the first Asian on your city council." There were 8 candidates for 3 seats, and I was the #1 vote getter, and I've been able to get a lot done on the city council during my 8 years there. And then we had an opportunity with an open seat to run for the Board of Supervisors, and I know how important that is. California has 58 counties, and Orange County is the 3rd largest county in our state. 6th largest county in America. It's bigger than 22 states. And so we needed somebody who could really take the helm for the district and for the county and to get out there and get good things done. And I'm very principled. I always put policy over politics. And so when I did speak out about this person who harassed me, I know Ken said that's my Lisa. I know she would get out there and do that. But when I ran for the Board of Supervisors and got elected in 2014, what struck me about what was so impactful to me as a Japanese American, our county of Orange had been a county now for 130 years. And I was the very first Japanese American to be elected to the Orange County Board of Supervisors in the 130-year history. So thank you. So it's just great to be out there to represent all Japanese Americans and get good work done in the community and continue to do good things in government. And it's just an honor and a privilege to serve and work with everyone. And hopefully I got to know a lot of you much better over the years. But I'm here as a citizen and as a proud Japanese American, and want to do good things in the community and work with everyone to make sure that whatever we do is important and impactful in all of our lives. So thank you very much for this award. Really appreciate it.